Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Thanks for joining for a general reading for the Shabbat. If you are returning back, welcome back. If you're new and you don't know what Shabbat Shalom means, it's just a Sabbath. And so I'm not Jewish, but I am Hebraic. I keep all 10 of the commandments. And so on the Shabbat, I just like to get on and just give it a shout out. And so anyway, my channel does incorporate the scripture. I'm not a religious channel or anything like that, but I just believe in walking by the truth and acknowledging our Father in heaven and loving one another that way in the earth and shining our life and stuff like that as we should. I do look at a lot of criminal activity on my channel, end time prophecy, anything goes here because the Great One knows all things. And so whatever Jehovah Elohim wants to bring out, he'll bring it out and he'll bring it to the light, and then we judge it and deal with it and do what we got to do with it. Either we look in the mirror or we don't. But anyway, my channel might be a lot different than what you are used to, but I'm glad to have you. If you do stick around, you'll just learn me as we go. When I am feeling energy, sometimes it can be real intense. Okay, I'm also known to roar on camera. I'm just like right in the middle of an energy a lot of times, and so if I flub up words or something like that, you will understand why. Alright, so anyway, I'm just glad to have you. If you do stay, you'll learn me as we go, like I said. Otherwise, thanks for checking me out, and I guess away you will go. Hey, if it's your birthday today or anniversary, I hope it's fantastic for you. And if you're down and out, I send you love and light. Alright, guys, we're just going to pull a couple cards here and see what's going on. Thank you, Jehovah, for clear, defined messages. Jehovah, rebuke, bind, and block every foul, wicked, dark thing. Shove it down to the pit. Jehovah, rebuke it. And I just thank you, Jehovah, for this day. I thank you for your word. I thank you for the truth. I thank you for strength and courage to get up and do what we got to do and just trust in you with all of our heart and lean not into our own understandings, that you may direct our paths and make them straight. And so I just thank you so much. There's nothing for us to fear when we are connecting with you in all truth and listening to what you say. What do you want to bring out here, sweet Jehovah, sweet divine of the whole universe? I appreciate you so very much. Spirit of truth, spirit of knowledge, spirit of understanding, spirit of wisdom. We have children or soulmates or return. Forgiveness is here. Blast from the past. Your parents could be here. Somebody being in nostalgia, or that's you, about something from the past. You could be dealing with your ex, and since it's shown up here, we have the courthouse as well. We have the wheel that's turning and the Ten of Wands. If the wheel's turning and this is luck, then you're going to be able to put down that oppressive thing. I guess for some people, if it goes in the negative and you don't do something by the truth, it will turn out in an oppression here. Things need to be balanced out in all truth. This is inevitably going to turn. Okay, whatever this is, it's inevitably going to turn. So somebody is returning, the wheel turns, and if it's luck for you, you get to lay down the oppression. Okay, the Two of, so there's a decision here. Somebody's weighed down, maybe even just pushing into the spirit and trying to get an answer spiritually, just buckling down with their face down, talking to the Great One in a very passionate way about, you know, I don't know what the deal is about forgiveness for people, because if you and I don't forgive, we will never be forgiven. Let's see what this is. Something was traded within something that went down in the past, and there's, you know, 3 wands goes back to trading things or manifesting your ideas, but there's some type of a decision here, and the decision's going to turn the wheel, positive or negative. Either way that it turns, it will be turned by the Great One. That's the letter Yod, which is the arm of authority. That's the first letter of Jehovah's name. Okay, so his arm is taking the wheel and turning it, and there's protection here as well. He represents protection. The husband could be here. Travel is here. Fortune is here. What other information do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? Something very karmic is being shown. So the Tower is here. This is going to be a paradigm shift. Whatever this is about the past that's karmic around it, where there's been an oppression and a trading or a decision, it's going to bring something just, either it's going to be positive or negative, depending on who you are, what you stand for. It's exactly what it's showing. Something sexual could also be around something with the Tower as well, with somebody in the past. But whatever this is, it's going to change something. And it's by the heavens. If somebody's got pride and ego here, then somebody's got pride and ego, and we're seeing that the divine's going to turn something here. And something's being plotted here, I guess so. Something would be very much known and perceived around some type of a return, or there's an oppression because of a return that's going to go down. There's heartbreak here for some people. Well, because there's been oppression here. It's time to forgive something if it's possible for you. I mean, I guess if you don't want to even try to go through, the process of healing something, I guess that's your prerogative. And I know it's a process to go through something, but we're already at a 10, and there's been a whirlwind and a destruction and a jolt and a heartbreak here about something around the past, and it's time to get up here and make something known. Somebody's also got an eyewitness to something here. Okay, Jehovah says that the axe is at the root, and somebody's fixing to get cut real big if you don't do the truth, because this is about the truth. This is his arm. Jehovah's going to turn the arm, and he's watching somebody's pride and ego going to come down real hard. The Three of Pentacles, it says works. Well, something happened in the past where somebody worked on something, it's known about it. There's third parties out here. Okay, third parties. Somebody, waited on something, and their pride and ego is going to get cut down within some matter. And if they're wearing a frown, they did something, they worked on something that wasn't ethical, you will never prosper that way. You and I don't prosper within wickedness, whatever this is for a good person. Actually, let me just take another, there's secrets here, or tapping into your high intuition is here as well. Something on the job for some people. Let's see what's hidden, because something fixing to be known in a very big way. Somebody had another woman. She can represent that in the negative. Okay? Because there were third parties that got sorrow to some situation that was worked on. Somebody been crying and crying and crying. This word in the Hebrew is cry. Well, somebody has been crying because of the oppression around children's situations. Some people had disaster around their children as well. The room. Okay, well, this is about opening up. This is about forgiveness. Okay, this is luck within that, or it's a destruction if you don't. This is a welcoming element. Also, somebody had a secret, got a room somewhere, I guess so. And there was secret sex in here around some situation. Sexual matters. What else you want to bring out here, Jehovah? Somebody thought they were going to plot something and do something on some travel secretly, sexually, worked on third party. It was a disaster, or will be a disaster, I guess. We're seeing something here if you don't do something in the truth. There's a bunch of money around some stuff, a bunch. And if this is a widow, and this goes back to a husband, somebody lost their husband, and there was money around some ordeal, then something is here. And this could be an inheritance. Somebody died through some oppressive thing. There was a secret around it. If somebody plotted some stupid death situation, it'll backfire on the one that's trying to get away with something, because Jehovah's saying he's going to go, it's going to go this way on you, because it's karmic. Boom. I don't think so. Your pride and ego is coming down in a very big way. There's a bunch of money here all over the place. Big time fortune. Okay. The house is here. So something about a room and a house, or some type of a building could be here. This is also somebody's soul and spirit can have a meaning of this card as well. Family bonds. There's been projects and works around something, around family matters. I guess so. There was a bunch of money around the ordeal. Okay. And somebody thought they were going to get away with something. It's going to backfire on them. I just heard backfire. Jehovah, you just picked through my hands. Whatever the devastation was, at the lowest level, for a return and a forgiveness, it's actually going to pay off for you in something positive within the situation if you do the right thing. Yeah. Riches profit nothing in the day of wrath. Okay, somebody was prideful, and there was secret, and somebody plotted some stupidness, and maybe took somebody's life because of some ordeal that went down because of another party. Then for some people, I guess they took matters in their own hands, and it caused a bunch of crying within some situation. It was a devastation for whoever's the energy this is. But but righteousness is what's going to deliver you from death matters here, okay? When somebody's dealing with their husband, with a death situation, if somebody thinks I'll just pay somebody off, I'll work on something here, and you know, something's around some legal matter where a death energy is, the only thing that's going to save is righteousness. The truth is what's going to set somebody free. Some type of I'm willing to forgive is here, and I want you to work with me, or they want you to work with them energy is also out here as well. So if you need to work with your family, you need to work with, each other, put the work in to heal this heartbreak from this devastation, then great. Or if that is a work matter, then we've got the job here that would be found here with the High Priestess. There was a joker around some situation. Well, that's a fool. Okay, that's a fool. Somebody's a freak and a fool, I guess so. It's time to speak. It is, and actually, Aquarius, in your readings that I just did in your house, you over and over had that card come out in my hands. Okay, this goes back to Aquarian house. So you're dealing with an Aquarian, then it's time to speak here. Okay, don't be a joker. Don't think that your riches are going to profit you in some type of situation. No, it's going to be a righteousness, and you don't need to be joking around about something that's heartbreaking. It needs to be in the truth, because the wheel's going to turn in some type of situation. Something about a bank teller here. Well, we got money here, riches over here, and fortune here. Okay, there's a secret pure love here that's been hidden around some ordeal, been oppressive. It's free for you to love. It's free for you to love. For some people, I guess it wasn't, as there's third party involvement, or maybe your family didn't like some situation. The angel of Jehovah encamps around those who fear him, and there's protection. Yeah, well, this is a protection card. You don't have to worry, man. Somebody thinks that, oh my God, I don't want you to speak because whatever all this was in the past, too bad, so sad. If you don't do it, and Jehovah's coming out here telling you it's time to speak, it's still going to turn the wheel. And if you don't return or forgive or do whatever you got to, it's going to bring an oppression. It'll go that way for you. I guess it's up to, the people who are dealing with fixing something, using your intuition. There's a spiritual person here as well. Somebody's dealing with some occultic person here that's made an idol and has bowed to it. That's a violation of Jehovah's law. Shaking and violence and cruelty and damage has been hit. That's right here, and it's coming from the Great One. It is coming from the Great One. Okay, somebody died, so something about being extinct. Well, somebody died here. If it was a child, if it was a husband, if it was somebody's lover, if it was a third party. There's a widower, or a widow here. It could go either way. Somebody's been in pain and grief and everything else. This is known information here around it. We have the letter R. This is about traveling. This is the wheel. This is a vehicle as well. So whatever's taking place on a travel, or you need to get up and travel and do something, and to have some type of conversation and return, and because it's time to speak and say what you need to, and be willing to forgive something or put some work in on some ordeal, and understand that don't matter how many times somebody may try to even pay somebody off for some destructive thing that's taking place, only your righteousness is going to deliver out of this stupid, nasty, disgraceful, oppressive thing that's went down. Okay, so whatever this is, this goes back to a removal, and somebody will be removed. Okay, either way it goes, positive or negative, depending on what and whoever's energy this is. We even got death here for a removal. If you'll have to remove somebody even out of the earth, people, he will do that. If you and I don't fear the Great One, and you just think, oh, I'm all that in the bag of chips, I can do what I want. You and I can do what we want, but there's this big time consequences around something if you and I don't do the right thing. So the raito, or the radio, okay, something be known or is known, or you're dealing with something like that around, somebody who is known, then fine. This is separation for those who will blame errors on others. So we got a joker out here. Somebody blamed an error, and they just felt like they just joke around on some stupid thing, and there's a destruction here with this energy. This is about cooperation and help, and luck is here within something. Okay, so whatever this is, it's coming out here. Somebody's on RX. Okay, somebody's name is Ray or Rye or something like that. We have the R, and the RA can be evil. There has been evilness, okay? Anyway, we have the R, the A, the X, the Y, the B, the J, and the T is in this reading. Good luck to you. I hope you choose to do the correct thing.